I've had more friends I've fallen out with than psychiatrists in a crisis. More psychiatrists in a crisis than exes I kind of miss. More exes I'd go for a drink with than stints at my parents' house. More stints living with my parents than random flat shares in London. More random flat shares in London than long-term spells of unemployment. More long-term spells of unemployment than temp jobs I've walked away from. More temp jobs I've walked away from than the village people put together. And now I'm bored. Phil Wang scored with Ivo Pierre and Ahir in the Bullingdon Club. All in the footlights together, now in love with the major label scene, convinced they're James Dean meets Steve McQueen. I want to be with Hollow to Don drinking lean, not Mr. Bean meets Mr. Sheen. I'll just hate till I lose my spleen. I get romantic, looking at the Bellevue estate, imagine neo-satanic neighbours to hate, turned out they were the flatmates. Itchy feet there regardless, just stick me in a TARDIS, I'm part smart, part Alan Partridge, somehow socially well regarded, it's better to be guarded and I'm bored. Of old men talking about unsheathing their sword at the Poetry Cafe open mic night. I'm duty bound to applaud, I'm trying to rebrand myself as some kind of nice guy, do I have to applaud 30 times? I guess it beats being with the slack-jawed, comedians with less dignity than crack whores. Appealing to post-student types whose eyes are bright, I'm stuck with lechy men in a local pub in the daytime talking shite. My mouth is loose, my wallet's tight, where's my reward, my anger stored, I'd rather be ignored than adored, have it all. Go from racking coke to herbs and spices, convince yourself you're still the nicest, I await your midlife crisis, you'll do a master's, then sign up to ISIS. And I know that nothing's gayer than two straight men who used to be friends, fell out over something, forgot what it was and suppressed whatever feelings they used to share. When you had your first birthday party in London, I was the only comedian there. And it's back to square one, but you can't fall out with an enemy. If there were always an enemy, there'd be nothing to fall out with.